Hello. Hey, my name is Gustavo Martinez. This is my CIT260 project presentation. Our game, it's about 3 different races looking for a light stone. I want to show you ahead how we made this game. I want to start talking about different variables. The statics variables and not static variables or instance variables. So first, the static variables, the memory is created only one in the program at the time of loading the class. These variables are preceded by the static keyword, and you can access this variable with a class reference. So the non-static variable, it's the memory is created at the time of creating the object of the class. So the static is with the when you load the class, and the non-static, it's when you create the object of the class. So there is 2 different things. So I'm gonna share my screen to give to you some examples, and we are going to start with this right here. Okay. So in this example, we have this variable right here, roll number. It's an integer, and when you create this variable right here in the student number 1, you give it to that variable under this one, under the student number 1, you give it to the value of 100. Okay. On the student number 2, you create the object again, and you give it to the 200. Okay. So when the output of this function right here is going to be 100 and 200, the same variable, this is different object. Okay. Okay. Now in the example number 2 right here, in this place, in this example, I've create an instance variable named count, which increment the constructor, but the variable gets the memory at the time of the object creation. In this case, you create the object right here, so you add 1 to this object, the output is going to be 1. You create the object again here, and you add 1, so the object is going to be 1. And you again create the object right here, and you create it's going to be the same number 1. But in this example right here, in this example right here, okay, now we create the same variable, but now like a static. Okay, so when you load the class, you load the variable right here. Okay, so when you call this thing here, you call the first one, so it's gonna output is gonna be 1. But when you call it right here, you call the same thing right here, the same variable. So now this variable, it's initially to 0. The first one you added 1, so now the second one you add another 1 is number 2, and the third one the same, you add it to another 1. So in this case, you create the object. In this case, you load the variable. It is initial right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about the array and arrays list and enums. Okay. An array is used to model a fixed length of list of objects or primitive values like integers, floats, Boolean, and characters that can be changed during execution. All the objects in this list must be the same type. An array is one of the basics types of the language. Now, an array list is a variable length list that may contain different types of objects. Objects of any type can be dynamically added to and removed from the list at any time. Now, enum is a special type of list that has fixed length list where all the objects in the array on the enum are the same type. But unlike the array, the objects or values in the list constant and can never be changed. Okay, so when you're going to determine which kind of list you're going to use. The array, when the length of the list is fixed, and you may want to dynamically change the items on the list. All the items in the list must be the same data type. The enum, when the number of the items in the list is fixed, and the items in it, they will be constant and not change. All the items in the list must be the same data type. And the array list, when you need to add or remove object from the list. And this example right here, let's talk about a little bit array. So in this example I have right here. So I have a public static void main, and you can call the array right here too, or you can call it right here. Okay. So in this case, the integer, it's the array equal h it's integer. Okay, so the same as the variables, you have to declaring it has to be equal to a new int array. Okay, so right here, remember that this array it's a container object, and just like when we create a class in object, we have to initiate our object by using the keyword new. So in this case, it's going to be new int, referring to this, 20. So that means the array integer, it is going to have 20 spaces or 20 data types. Okay. In this line here, you call a double array, name it prices. On each part of the array, you add this number, you divide by commas, and you add another number right here. Okay. Now let me show you. I have some arrays right here. Okay, on the control game. Okay, this is an array list. In this case, it's an array list equals item, and this array list called item, you create the new object right here. So the first item on the list, I1, it is described by this part of here, and then you add it to the list. The same with the I2, I3, I4 is the ID, the description, the position, and you add it. Okay. Now there is another kind. I have this here. the dice. There is another array list. Okay, so this list is going to get all the roll dice from this function right here. So anytime somebody rolls the dice, is gonna allocate the numbers you get on this list right here. Okay, and then you're gonna use the same list, the same array, to calculate the total length, or the total sum of these things right here. Okay. Now I have let me show you right here enemies views. Okay, on this one first, actually it's control player. Okay, right here, this function right here, it sends to a file the report of this list right here. Okay, so on this this function right here, it says you're gonna try this function, create a new file stream, and you're gonna use a file writer function to put in this file path the text or file you want to save. Okay, so it's gonna write the report enemies. These report enemies right here, it is right here. This function, or this string, comes from the warrior list. Okay, and I get the name, the power, the armor, the life of the mana of this warrior list. If I go to the warrior list, it's going to be the power, armor, life, and mana. Okay, so now these report enemies use this format: the name with 20 characters in the space, the power with 4 characters, armor 4 characters, and these are the titles of the columns. Okay, so what it is going to do is, if everything is going well, it's gonna use this function right here. It's gonna print, it's gonna get the name, power, armor, and life from this list, and it's gonna save it on the file. Okay, right here. Now, after, if everything's going well, it's going to finally to close the file stream. If not, this function, okay, this function right here, it has a control play exception. That means that it's going to try to do this. If it cannot do it and it get an error, it's going to catch an exception. It's going to throw a new this function right here. Okay, and this function has a message, and we can get the message and add the message we want. Okay, okay. Now now the other thing I want to talk to, it's the how you can allocate the oh, I forgot to show this this table right here. So on the variables, there is the difference between the variables is how you write it. This is the keyword static. Okay, the memory is allocated and the new object is created. In this, the static is allocated when the variable, when the program is when it is loaded in the class. Okay. Now I want to talk to you about the byte stream, and while I'm playing a little bit just to show the how the but sorry, how the game works. Right here. Okay, so we start with the game, and while I'm playing a little bit, I want to tell you about the character stream, the byte stream versus character streams. Okay, so programs use byte streams to perform input and output of a bit bytes. All byte stream classes are descended from an input stream and output stream. When to use it, the byte stream. Byte streams should only be used for the most primitive I/O. When not used it when you have character streams like a text file. Okay, the character streams will read a file character by character. A character stream needs to be given the file in order to work properly. Okay, when to use it, when to read character streams either from socket or file characters. In summary, byte stream reads and writes a byte at the time. We must avoid to use a byte stream while dealing with more sophisticated data like text files or different things. Okay. Okay, the game, sorry. So we start the game. I want to choose a human. These are the instructions. And if I say no, number 3, it quit the game. Okay. So if I say start a new game, and I say okay, I want to get the answer first, and the respond, no, we don't have much time to answer now. So I have, if I choose 1, okay, so let's display the map. Okay, I have this thing here. Let's move through the map, and I'm going to Northtown. Okay, let's go to the inn first. Look for an item. I don't have any item here. Okay, look, let's talk to somebody. Metal work territory, what do you think I can do for you? I don't know, let's talk a little bit. Oh, the farmer. Okay, well, let's go back. I have nothing here. There's the market. Let's see if I have something here. Oh, I found a diamond. Yes, I want to keep it. Let's look for something else. A helmet. Yes, I want to keep it. Another one. Wow. No more. Okay. Go to another place. Now let's go to the farm. There is something here. Knife. Yes, I want to keep it. Oh, I reached level 1. Nice. Okay. Let's give the item. Sure. Something else. Stone dust. Let's see. Keep 1. No more. Let's attack. Okay, let's get the sword. And let's attack. Yeah, I went. Nice. Okay, let's go to another place. Let's go to the castle. Have something here. Oh. Okay, let's Go to another place. And let's even the wall. Oh, they have nothing here. Let's attack somebody. Okay, sure. Let's get the dragon. Oh, I don't have money. I have enough mana. Okay, let's go to another place, right? Go to the. See how much time I have on the screen right now, and it is, doesn't say. Okay. Well, this is our game. This is how it works. And so this is it. Thank you for watching.